Good morning. I'm in a little bit of a disturbed color today. I'm more or less like a moving part. I'm not human. If you didn't see any of this, if you only saw the head, how would you know I was human? How would you know I'm not a screen over a screen unless you saw intricate things that maybe a robot can't do? But he can do it because you don't know what a robot can do. Especially a fleshy robotic of his own personal godly choice, because he was given the network to work with out of the star system. But there's a few rules to be played, and if you don't follow the rules, the other robots will get you. The other robots will get you. Human robots with some of their own laws, human nature created laws for the ability to capture another fleshy robotic. Steal my ideas from here to eternity. Make what you will from what you do. Make all the profits from the words in my creation. But it's already been created. I found it, and you saw me before you saw the creation, and you think I'm the only one. But I'm not. I'm not the only one. And that's why your word crazy has to be aligned and allotted to every single one that you haven't seen that created it before me. But you haven't been born yet. You weren't born in the 1600s when somebody said, one day we'll be driving on wheels. Well, there were wheels back then. I'll have a set of my own wheels. He had a horse and buggy pulling his wheels, you know what I'm saying? I get to sleep with her tonight if I can just pull a log on the ground. A couple of logs, sleep between the crack of the log. Where do things come from? Where does Neptune come from? What does Neptune do? Why do we need area space? Area space. Look at that empty space. The only reason this clip will work, the Neptune clip, right? Molding fell off the vehicle. I have to put it back on. I had to look for the clip. The minute I saw this clip, I got an idea. If I don't fold this all the way into here using the unoccupied, which will be occupied, so it can unoccupied to clip itself in, then number 7, the total design of the 7, or the 1, depending on which position it is, will be clipped in. Is this where the 1 starts, where the clip is in fold? You push it all into here and it clips in. So we need an area space to put something, to put a piece in a part in that area space. From the area space, the piece in the part was created, and let's say it was manufactured only by hand, and the area space that it was taking up could have been a tree. So you remove that tree to create a piece in a part. Area space, how important is area space? And the element to work within. If we didn't have rain or a place for rain to fall, it wouldn't fall down on the trees. If we didn't have the valleys and the paths for the rains to follow, the rains would never follow the valley and the path. If we didn't have the tunnel and the lakes and the basins or the mountains, where would our water be? Where would what be now? We need area space. Let's explode in area space and have avoided area space. And over time, or with time, we shall work with the area space and create the blueprint before we do anything. Just fooling around with one of my pictures, right? Take a look how offset it sits. Now with the right colors, this will look like it's going deeper into your arm. So if you're looking for designing or creating, and I'm an old style, I only learn on the beat. This, if you want to use it for numbers, we can use it for numbers. You see the way this is behind, this is in front, right? If I put this one step back, I can create the effect of the Olympics, right? Number 1 is on top of the Olympics. 2 and 3 is almost at the same level. 2 and 3 almost at the same level. Let's call the 2 and 3 the half level. There's a significant difference between 1 and 2 and 1 and 3. And we're going to call that the half level, because they're almost within a couple of inches of each other. Here we can see the way we can put this cube, which becomes a cube extended, becomes the rectangle. Now this is only one dimensional, so we'd go 3 by 3 high by 3 wide. How many cubes would we have? Well, we'd have 3 by 3, we'd have 9. If you notice with 3 by 3, we have 9. We already counted the first 3. So one of the 3's doesn't count because it's the multiplier. It's the second 3 that we have 3 of, not the first 3. The first 3, we only have 3, and we're multiplying it by 3 to get the other 9. So the first 3 counts as a void or 0, the primary setup. This, what you see in the corner, is not in the corner at all, but it's in the center of the total cube. And this is actually a stop. This is a, what do you see? This is an octagon. One side up there, one side right below down here. Same area. Okay, here's one square. Okay, right over here. 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines. Don't count this line here, or this line over here. We've already seen in a previous video how 7 goes around 1. We were talking about the clips before. Now we're looking at it this way. What happens when you're building bricks and blocks? The way you put it, there is the number 1, the mortar, and then there's the brick. So what is the brick? What is the house? When the mortar leaves, so do the bricks. But if the bricks leave, the mortar can still stay, but there'll be holes. Anyways, let's not get into this. We were talking about the Venus, and I'm not sure if I added Mars onto this, and I will do that in the next video when I'm going to be talking about the planets. Their opposition numbers according to numbers in essential 1, 4, and 7. Very important, 1, 4, and 7. And once you mention 1, 4, and 7, the 4 is relevant in all numbers after 3. The 7 is a 2, 1, a 2, 1, 2 is a 3, 1, 3 element, 3, 1, 3, which will create your 7, and there's a reason for it. There's also 1 and 6, 2 and 5, 3 and 4, and a bunch of other 7s, but we're going to talk about the primary. And eventually we're going to get to this little wheel over here, Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching. I'm quite sure you can get this at any casino, or I'd sell them. The problem is the stamp would cost as much as the value. So thank you for watching this video.